Hey guys, Welsknight here, bringing you the brand new episode in my Lord of the Rings Online Beorning Let's Play. And in this episode, we're going to be turning in a couple quests here at the beginning in Staddle, and then moving on to Bree. It's about time. Finished up the prologue quest for the most part. There's just a couple of these. I'm not going to actually take any new quests in Staddle, but I do have a couple here that can be turned in for some experience, so we might as well take advantage of that. Also, you may notice that I am riding a horse. This is one of the mounts that came for free with pre-order. Well, I guess you paid extra for it, because that's how pre-order works. But anyway, this is one of the mounts that came with the Riders of Rohan expansion. And I did pre-order that one long ago. So all of my characters now have this mount, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Let's just grab random stuff. I'm not going to take that. Oh, I get a present. Let's, I don't have any room in my inventory for presents. Okay, well, let's sell some stuff. I've got a lot of random stuff that I don't need, so let's just get rid of some of this. Oh, no, I don't want, oh, yeah, there we go. Sell the runestone, sell the gloves, sell some of this is all but useless to me. Okay, that I don't need anymore. Alright, that should be enough. And I've got some deeds. Oh, I finally got a trait unlocked. One of my virtues. This is good. And I gained a little bit of turbine points. What's this? Redwood's report, which I need to bring elsewhere. Okay, well, let's go ahead and equip. Let's see. We'll equip that. That should be fine. And let's see what we get for a present. We get some silver scraps, so we get some money, basically. That's fine. Okay, we are now entering Bree. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn in this report from Staddle quest, and then we're going to finish up the prologue and probably do the first quest in the epic quest. Ooh, I'm getting some lag. There we go. That's a little better. All right. And book 1, it will be just a quick quest with Strider. Let's go ahead and it looks like I actually have a couple different ones I can turn in here. I'll accept this one, but I'm not going to go do it right now. I also decided to go ahead and purchase the Journeyman riding trait, which basically raises the speed of all of my mounts up to 78%. I was sitting on a veritable mountain of turbine points, so I figured I might as well spend them on something, and I had enough to buy that, and it's a nice account-wide upgrade that will affect every character that I already have and that I will have in the future, so I figured why not. Alright, this all looks kind of whatever. Talk to Strider, here we go, the forward. And that one I'm not too worried about. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and chat with Strider. I am going to go ahead and close that notification. Let's see if I can remember how to get to Strider. It's been a long time since I have been in the Prancing Pony. I think he's up these stairs. No, he's not. He's through here. Hello, Strider.
Your tidings are grim.
Okay.
There's little time to waste.
Ooh, that's a new quest reward. Very cool. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and do this first quest in book 1 of the epic quest.
Strider and the Rangers pursue their fallen brother Amdir to the Blackwolves' camp. But not all is as it seems.
All right.
There is evil afoot.
So they're going to plan the attack. I don't get to go with Strider. I get to go with Torthen, this guy right here. And hopefully we'll be able to keep each other alive. I'm not super worried. I also have earned the Indomitable title by getting to level 14 without dying. I will hopefully be getting the Undying title by getting to level 20 without dying. Always a goal on one of my characters. We have some brigands to deal with, and I'm not one to hang around and wait, so I'm just going to go for it. I think it seems like a better idea than sitting up there on the hill and waiting for Torthen, my backup, to, help out. I'm just going to run in and start killing things, because that's more my style. Plus, this also kind of lets us, at least to a degree, test out the combat abilities of the Beorning class in battles where it's faced against a larger number of enemies. And my gear is rather subpar right now. I mean, at this point in the game, it's not that big of a deal. But I don't think I have anything beyond rare. I think all I've got is... Actually, no, I think all I have is uncommon. So, we'll get rid of this. I should probably double check. And go ahead and equip that. And I'll grab this barrel of stolen pipeweed since it's right here. That's for a different quest. I kind of like the fact that it appears in the instance. Even though it's totally unrelated to the quest that I'm working on right now. And we've got an archer over here shooting at me. That's not very nice of you, Black-Willed Cutthroat. Alright, now I've got some of this wrath built up, so I think I'll spend a little bit of time as the bear. Because it lets us dispatch enemies quite quickly. It's just a generally powerful form. Alright. I am hurting a little bit though, so I think I am going to take the opportunity to rest up a little. I suppose we could eat some food. I've got some Daleman's crams, which will increase my regeneration rates.
Silently now. Darkness
Might be useful for the next string of fights. I got some more deeds. I'm not super worried about those right now. Alright, so we've got some more cutthroats. We've got an enforcer here who really, I can just tell that he wants to fight a bear. Wouldn't you want to fight a bear? Probably not. I certainly wouldn't want to. It's interesting to see some of the things that have changed since I last played. For example, that riding trait, the apprentice and journeyman riding trait, I did not know about those, and I think those must have been added since the last time that I was active in Lord of the Rings Online. We got Skorgrim, who is a character that really doesn't have an introduction if you are playing as a man or a hobbit. He gets a very full introduction if you play the Ered Luin prologue quests, but otherwise you just kind of miss out on what's going on there. However, in some ways I kind of prefer that, because then when you play the game as another character in another race, you kind of reach a little bit more of the backstory. And it just kind of gives you an appreciation for how everything ties together. Although right around this level, right around level 15 or so, is when all the various races and classes and whatnot basically merge together storyline-wise. And then the rest of the game, everyone basically follows the same story. Oh, we've got Nazgul. And I'm very scared, and so is Torthen. As you can see, we are rather terrified right now. I would be too. They're kind of creepy looking. And then there's this Eogan guy who's just ugly. But Amdir is right up here as the Kargul. And we'll fight him momentarily. I want to use this fight to kind of build up my wrath a bit, so that when I fight Amdir, I can go into bear form basically right away. And we'll hit him with a bunch of different nasty things to lower his armor rating and all sorts of stuff. There we go. So Amdir goes down. And that will finish up this quest.
The Nazgul have crossed the Eisen and are heading for the Shire. The hobbits must be quick-footed enough to escape the wrath of the Nine. And we can only hope that Frodo slips through the traps of the enemy.
All right. Let's talk with Strider, and we only get to pick one, it seems. Maximum morale. Uncommon piece of might-based medium armor. I think that would probably be my best bet. I'm going to give that a try.
What road did you take, Frodo? The Ringwraiths ride openly in the Shire, but there are places which are even more terrible and dangerous. If you choose the path I fear, search for the light in the darkness.
Okay, so that takes us over back to Combe, if I remember correctly, where we get to talk to Constable Underhill. Let's take a look at this uncommon might-based armor first, though. What do we get? We get freshly worked stuff. Freshly worked trousers. I'm thinking that the trousers are probably going to be the biggest upgrade for me. Yep. So we'll do those. And now let's go talk with the Hobbit Constable Underhill right up here.
A lovely day, isn't it? Might I have a word
And
with
we'll
you?
speak with him again
How do you
and
do?
knock out one more epic quest.
Amdir's defeat shattered the back of the Black Walls, but pieces of the mystery remain unsolved.
Okay. So, there's a lot of Knickerbreakers in this quest. It's not a very long one. But I like how there's a couple nice short instance quests right at the very beginning of this epic quest line to kind of get things going. But we're just going to hang out with Constable Underhill for a little bit. Spend some time, maybe have some tea and crumpets, maybe even second breakfast. Although I have to admit, I'm not even usually one to eat first breakfast. I know that would put a frown on just about any hobbit's face, but I am not a hobbit. I am a bear. Yes, it was the last. It was the last of them. Now walk, Constable Underhill, walk. Or walk backwards or forwards. Yes, press on forwards. Okay, more Knickerbreakers. He's just so slow. The NPCs in this game are rather questionable in their intelligence sometimes, I must say. Alright, that one didn't take him as long. That's good. Now there's going to be some stuff that pops up right around here. So I'm going to go into bear form. I might as well. I've got plenty of wrath, so it's certainly not going to hurt me. And that should take care of that. Yes, a nasty business. Now walk, run, go. You're wasting my very precious time right now, Constable Underhill. You're wasting it. Yes, let's press on. Okay. So, more Knickerbreakers. Lots and lots of Knickerbreakers. And I don't really remember Knickerbreakers being mentioned in the lore of Middle-earth. So if you know where Knickerbreakers come from, please let me know, because I am curious. I don't know. I've read a lot of stuff written by Tolkien. I mean, and when I say a lot of stuff, I really mean a lot of stuff. I've read even like some of his collections of short stories and stuff like that. I've read a lot more than just reading The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. But I don't have any recollection of Knickerbreakers or Knickers or anything along those lines. So if you are watching this and you are more of a Tolkien fanatic than I am, and you know where the lore for Knickerbreakers comes from, please leave me a comment and let me know, because I'm curious. Alright, so now we're going to fight some dwarves, some dour hands. And they're just smelly, drunken dwarves. I'm not too worried about them. One interesting thing about Lord of the Rings Online is that there are no female dwarves. Well, actually, that's not true. Dwarves are one of the few classes where you don't get to pick male or female from the beginning. That's because dwarven males and dwarven females, even according to the lore, look exactly the same. That is pointed out, if I remember correctly, in Lord of the Rings by Gimli, who says, oh yes, all of our women have beards or something along those lines.
The rangers which once guarded the borders of the Shire have been scattered or slain. Frodo has left the Shire, but great perils await him in Bree. I am too late. Someone must find him before the Nazgûl.
Alright. So there we go. Glad I wasn't in that bed. Alright, guys. We will finish up this quest. I'll take another piece of freshly worked armor. And we'll head back to Strider. Let's open up our armor, see what we get. We got a fairly decent helmet. We got fairly decent shoulders. I'm trying to see if there's anything here that I'm really just in bad shape for. 23 to 79, 14 to 48. I think the biggest boost for me looks like it is going to be probably the jacket. No. It's going to be this one right here, the freshly worked gloves. So let's do those. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and call it an episode, guys. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, or leave me a comment. I really appreciate it when you do that. You can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. There will be links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.